All right, in this lesson, we are going to convert from decimals to fractions. So we are going to be revisiting fractions. So we're going to go from decimals over to fractions, and in the next lesson, we're going to go and do the opposite. We're going to go from fractions to decimals. So this lesson is actually very short, and the next one from fractions to decimals is also very short. We used to teach it as one lesson, but it's a lot easier to sort of grasp as two different lessons. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so how to go from a decimal to a fraction. So let's look at it this way. All right, so step one is I'm going to give you a decimal, so 0.2, and you're going to write it in word form. So 0.2, how do you say that? 2/10. So you're going to write 2/10. Now, once you have that word form, you're going to use the word form to write a fraction, 2/10, 2 over 10. And then your last step that you're going to do is, only if necessary, simplify. And 2/10 can be divided by 2. The GCF is 2. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 10 divided by 2 is 5. And that is as complicated as it gets. All right, let's take a look at some examples here. All right, so we have 0.8 here. And in word form, that is going to be 8/10. Okay, so as a fraction, we would write that 8 over 10, and then we need to simplify it, and that would simplify to 4 over 5. Okay, now over here we have 76/100. And so that would be 76 over 100. Now that can simplify as well. And let's see, 35, 36, 7, 38. The GCF for this, I believe is going to be 4. So let's do the bottom. 100 divided by 4 is 25. And then 76 divided by 4. Once, 18. So 18 over 25. All right, and then the last one here, be very careful, make sure you have your place value correct. This is going to be 25 thousandths. And so that's going to be 25 over 1,000, okay? So the GCF here is going to be 25. So 25 goes into 25 one time. And then 25 goes into 1,000. Let's do that. Okay, so 25 goes into 104 times. 40. So that's going to be 1 over 40 once you simplify. Okay? All right, you try these 3 on your own. Actually, nope, let's do these together because we have some whole numbers here. Okay, so this here has a whole number in front of it. So this is 1 and 2/10. So 1 and 2/10. So the 1 is part of your whole number, okay, for your fraction. It's going to be a mixed number. And then 2/10. Now, can I simplify? Yes. So that's going to be 1 and 1/5. Now, here we have 6 and 25 hundredths. So that's going to be 6 and 25 over 100. So can this simplify? Yes. 25 is the GCF. So it's going to be 6 and 25 divided by 25 is 1. And 100 divided by 25 is 4. So 6 and 1/4. And then we have a big boy here. So here we have 5 and 300. 48 thousandths. So that's going to look something like this. But we need to simplify. And so for this one, I think we're going to make a factor tree. So 348 and 1,000. So for 1,000, I'm going to do 2 and 500. And then I'm going to do 2 and 250. And 2 and 125. 5 and 25. And 5 and 5. And then here I'm going to do 2 and let's see, 150 plus 24 and 174. And then 2 and let's see. That's going to go in 8, 16, 7, 2 and 87. And that's divisible by 3, I know, because if I add them up, I get 15, which is divisible by 3. Twice 6, 117. Ooh, maybe not. Let's see, did I do that right? 3 goes into 8 2 times 6. Did I do that right? Should be. 3 goes into 8 2 times. 2 times 6, 1 and 7. 3 goes into 17. Why doesn't that look right? Let's see. 3 divided by 87. So 3 goes into 8 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. 27. There we go. Got to write it a little bit bigger. And that's 9. So 3 and 29. And then 29 is prime. So I have some matches here. I have a 2. I have a 2. And that's all I have. So my GCF is 4. So my final answer is going to be, so 1,000 divided by 4 is 250. And 348 divided by 4, let's see, 32, 28 is 87. So my final answer here is 5 and 87 over 250. That was a long one, but a fun one nonetheless. All right, that is it for this lesson. I told you it was a quick one, but we have tons and tons of practice problems in class.